Oh yeah, don't touch me. Don't put your hands on me.
I'm just showing you the way to the
Put your
door.
hands on me.
You don't want me to put my hands on
I know you would never do it. You would never get close enough. You was too slow, old man. I know so. I know so. I put this foot for your nose and back before you can move an inch. I'm highly trained.
Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is from a post that I seen on Facebook, and it's something that I think is common within the different independent law groups or the independent study law groups. This video was disturbing for me because it was just crazy to watch, and I was just like, you know what, we're gonna have another Rodney King experience here. But it was getting real crazy, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share if you can, and if you wanted to join a membership to support the channel, feel free. Soon we're going to be having a Patreon, and if you guys did want to support the Cash App, it'll be in the link down below. But let's get to it.
I'm asking for identification. I'm asking for identification. I asked for identification. What? What? I'm asking for identification. I need identification. Who am I listening to?
All right, so often enough, whenever you speak to public servants like police officers and judges and things, whenever they're in their public capacity, they have to either give you their name or their badge number and things like that. At least that's policy to do it. It's not like a law that's set in place. But in this case, he's getting belligerent and acting very childish, and he's pretty much coming off as the model sovereign citizen. And I do want to put out that disclaimer: I am not a sovereign citizen, neither do I support their actions. I do like to study the law for myself, by myself, and I have little groups that I connect with, but I don't support the sovereign citizen movement mindset. And this is an example of sovereign citizenship. And if you're on that ship, you probably want to jump off of it because it's going down. And this video is a great example of what not to do whenever you're in these places. And whenever you're in these places, please, you have to act in honor. You can't be belligerent. No matter what they do, you have to stay in honor. And that's what the whole movement was supposed to be about. Staying in honor and doing what you needed to do to get what you need to get done. But this video was a prime example of what not to do, how to stay in dishonor, and it has a false sense of entitlement.
Who am I listening to? What's your name? Who am I listening to? What's your name? You ain't giving me no identification. Who am I listening to? What's your name? Who am I listening to? What's your name? Who am I listening to? What's your name? Well, who is your...
If they have an answer after the 30-second time, it's a wrap. Stop asking the question. Stop asking. Just take your stuff and go. Because it's getting silly now. So after the third time, are you going to give me your name? Can I speak to your supervisor? I can't. Are you gonna and from what I thought I heard, let me know in the comments. From what I thought I heard, they were saying come back tomorrow. I could be mistaken. Maybe I heard this video one too many times because it irritated me, but I'm almost sure that they said or about to say, just come back tomorrow. What's wrong with you?
What's your name? Who is talking? What's your name? I'm asking, only question I'm asking is for names and identification, who I'm talking to. That's the only question.
If you guys could do me a favor, put it in the comments. Do you think that they are forced to give you their name? Because he is very adamant, and it's almost like gaslighting me. Maybe I'm wrong. Are they required to give a name? If you got a statute, if you got some common law rule, or if you got the court rules or the federal rules of civil procedure, or whatever state rules of civil procedure or criminal procedure, put it in the comments and let me know, because I'm starting to believe it. I'm almost to the point where I'm like, hey, give him your name. Like right now, the law is law.
Names and identification who I'm talking to. You can get his name too, whoever y'all want to bring. I'm asking.
Being violent and angry is not being a man. That shows being a child. Calm down. Even speak passionately, but you're not. That's not passion.
Because you ain't give me your name, who I'm talking to in your position. That's all I'm asking for. Name and position, because I ain't like the service I was giving. I'm writing a complaint about the service I just got. I'm writing a complaint about the service I just got, so I'm asking for the names of the people who helped me. They won't give me their names. I don't work for you all. I can talk how I want to talk. I'm not shouting. I'm asking for the names of the people who gave me service. I'm about to write a complaint. I don't like the service I got, and they won't give me their names.
Who name are you trying to get?
1, 2. Both of their names. They the ones who helped me. I don't like their service. I'm writing a complaint about them, and they won't give me their names. No. Card with no names to report. Come on, what's your name?
You know what you want to talk to our director come back tomorrow. You want her name?
I want.
All right, so now I'm wondering why they don't want to give names. Now, granted, he is a little demanding, and this often comes from people who, I guess, follow the movement, saying that they're your servants. They're public servants, and we are the public. But even with that, guys, you got to walk with a little bit of humility. And that doesn't work in the real world. To try to demand, you're some type of monarch, try to demand one of these public servants of anything. They're people too. That's like, and it really pissed me off whenever I saw and see people do that within McDonald's or even dealing with police officers. Nobody deserves to be talked to like that. Just say your piece and leave.
I'm talking to the resident saying, Sally, ma'am, I got a complaint on who? I don't know their names.
Wait, what did he say?
What's their names? They supposed to. I want to know who. I'm talking to the resident saying, Sally, ma'am, I want to know who. I'm talking to the resident saying, Sally, ma'am, I got a complaint on. I want to know who. I want to know.
If you can do me a favor, put it in the comments. What in the world did he just say? I tried to go back, and this is nothing against the guy, but I couldn't understand what he was. Somebody please put it in the comments. Let me know what he was saying. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if you guys are liking whenever I discuss or talk on certain topics. And let me know if there's anything that you want me to talk about.
I'm talking to the resident saying, Sally, ma'am, I got a complaint on who? I don't know their names.
Okay, well.
What's their names? They supposed to have a name tag on. That's against policy.
We don't wear name tags.
Then what the name is? You supposed to have a name tag. I don't. What is your name? Who am I listening to? You see this? What's your name? I don't know who I'm listening to. It's not a difficult question. No, I need to
Point
write
the
a
camera
complaint.
at them.
I ain't got to come back. I can send a letter to write a complaint, but I need to know who am I taking to.
As far as what I'm hearing, they want you to come back tomorrow.
No, what's your name?
Okay.
What's your name?
My name is Officer Wright.
Officer
But
Wright,
I'm telling
okay.
you now, sir.
Officer Wright, I got a right to ask names, and they ain't answer my question. They're not closed. I'm asking questions. I don't like my service. I ain't finished getting my help from my
Okay,
service.
well,
I'm
then you
asking
need
the
to talk
names.
time. You need to come back when time.
All right, so in this exchange or this intercourse, they are being civil with him. They even gave him a remedy. They say, all right, we'll come back tomorrow. This is part of contracting. It's a negotiation. They're not trying to arrest him. They're not trying to call a sheriff to come choke him out of there. Let me know if you guys think that he had a right to act this way. But to me, I haven't seen anything that they've done wrong, but I can't say necessarily that he's doing things, he's wrong, but I can say that he is wrong in the sense of acting belligerent in a place like that, and not only making himself look bad, but everyone who follows a similar process to what he's doing. They're going to assume first that you're like them.
I'm not breaking the law. United States citizen, I gave my ID, I pay taxes, I can be here. I'm asking the question. I ain't got to leave.
That's something that I don't think is necessarily common with the sovereign citizen movement and a lot of the Moors and things like that. I don't think that they push it to the point of saying that they are a United States citizen and that they pay their taxes. I'm not sure if he's even with a group now or any of those groups. I just seen, or at least I assumed that it was within one of those groups. But he's saying he's a United States citizen and he's a taxpayer, so he pretty much don't have to leave. But that's not the case. I'm not sure where this guy is, but if you look up the statutes and the laws of that land, I'm sure that if they ask you to leave, then they have grounds to remove you.
To leave, they're not closed, and I'm not done with my transaction. I'm not done. I don't like the service I got.
They asked you to come back tomorrow.
But I'm not.
What else do you want? What else do you want?
I'm gonna stay until I get a name. They're not closed. I don't have to leave. I'm not breaking no.
He said, I'm gonna stay until I'm done. I'm gonna stay until I'm done. Like he has that type of power. Guys, stop this.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm not breaking no law. I'm not breaking no law. I don't have to leave. So they asked me, and I'm saying I don't have to leave.
Okay, so how else do you want them to service you then if you won't leave?
I'm gonna get it all on tape because they supposed to have their names. They're supposed to tell me who's servicing me, and you over here too. So all this gonna be evidence.
All right, so how you're supposed to do it is if these things are true, if they are required to have a name tag, if they're required to give you their name and required to give you good service, where's the rules for this? Where's the codes, the laws, the ordinance, or whatever you're trying to go off of? If you're going by common law, if you're going by the law of the land or the law of man, whatever it is that you're trying to go by, you need to be able to cite this or bring them the information saying, look, and read off to them what they're supposed to do. If they are a clerk and they're supposed to file something according to their rules and regulations, then you bring that and say, look, this is what it says. Are you denying this? And all you got to do is record evidence that they are breaking the law or breaking their rules so that you can press proper charges against them and not sit there like this.
I was trying to write a complaint about the service. They wanted to tell me the names of who gave me the bad service. And now they want to complain and tell me I'm calling the service. Okay. No, I don't have to leave because I pay taxes. And
Okay. In situations like this, if they don't want to give you their name, you once you act civil, if you act civil and say, all right, well, or if they're not giving you good service, the proper chain of command is to go to the manager. You don't just sit there yelling, I want names, give me names. Because that's going to get you nothing. You're a threat. If you start acting like a threat, they're going to treat you like one and they're going to want you out of there.
and I don't like the service, so now I'm a complaining customer.
You talking to them like they
Complaining
stupid.
citizen who's saying that I wanted to file a complaint, and they wanted to tell me their names. They're hiding and aiding and abetting, and they didn't answer the question because they gave me lies about the service. I want to authenticate my document and send it to Taiwan. And
Why the hell does it say Taiwan like that? Taiwan! I guess he's really upset. This is really, I don't know. I'm almost like empathetic to him. I'm wondering what's going on. Like he has some issues or something. I need to help. Although I'm not helping anybody. I do not give legal advice. I am not an attorney. I want to make sure I make that clear because this is crazy. I don't even know what to say.
how do I supposed to get it to Taiwan? They're not giving me attention. But they're telling you that, and I'm telling you they ain't done. And I ain't done getting my answers. I'm not done asking questions, so they're not done servicing me. They're refusing to give me service. They're refusing. I didn't break no law. They're refusing to give me service.
Sir, you're stuck.
Okay. Oh yeah. Don't touch me. Don't put your hands on me.
I'm just showing you the way to
Put
the
your
door.
hands on me.
You don't want me to put my hands on
I know you will never do it. You'll never get close enough. You're too slow, old man. I know so. I know so. I put this foot for your nose and back before you can move an inch. I'm highly trained.
All right, so the ending part, man, was so disturbing to me. This dude has no respect for older people. Did you grow up with a father? You do. This is ultimate disrespect. I'm to the point of, yeah, oh well, they didn't file his paperwork. He a jerk. How you gonna do some bullshit? I mean, I get it. You're trying to get your document apostilled or authenticated at your Secretary of State. Again, that's your capital. But you don't act like this. The reason why I really created this video is because in the comment box or the label of this video, it had commercial liens or they're afraid of the lien. Why are you filing liens on people? That's ridiculous to do. For one, they're going to possibly hit you with the fraudulent lien. Two, that's also a case of, what's that, paper terrorism. Now, this is not legal advice, just things that I had looked up. Because I had looked up fraudulent, because when I went to go get some papers that filed, I had saw a note at the courthouse that was or the Register of Deeds that was talking about fraudulent liens and what they're doing for them or what they do to them. They either don't file them or they file them and you get charged with paper terrorism or fraudulent lien. But let's look at this article. And this is an article by Tom. You guys can see his name. I'm not even going to try to slaughter this dude's name, but it's false liens and consequences of paper terrorism. I am going to go over the major consequences. Jail time. All right, in many states, losing your right to your payments may be the least of your concerns, while most states have legal ramifications for filing fraudulent liens. Some states have very strict penal laws around the matter. And this is what this article has to say. You can look up these codes if you want, but let's go. Filing a false lien can result in a misdemeanor or even a felony. For example, Section 32.49A, subsection 1 of the Texas Penal Code states that any person who owns, holds, or is the beneficiary of a purported lien or claim asserted against real or personal property, or an interest in real or personal property that is fraudulent, may find themselves charged with the Class A misdemeanor. I mean, if you guys want to continue posting these things or filing these things, think about if you filed 5 of these things on people and all 5 came back to you as fraudulent and you got 5 individual Class A misdemeanors. You think you're going to get any time for that? Don't worry, we're going to continue. Maryland Penal Code, Section 3-807A states a person may not file a lien or an encumbrance in a public or private record against the real or personal property of another if the person knows that the lien or encumbrance is false, contains, or is based on a material false, fictitious, or fraudulent statement or representation. Again, this is a misdemeanor charge. Yeah, but let's not end there. This is from West Virginia, Chapter 61, Crimes and Their Punishment, Crimes Against Public Justice. This is section 61-5-27. And it reads, intimidation of and a retaliation against public officers and employees, jurors and witnesses, fraudulent official proceedings, and legal processes against public officials and employees. It gives definitions of all the different terms it's going to be using at the top. Guys, you can check it out. Go check it out for yourself. I'm just going to read off a few different things. Intimidation or harassment, right here. Let's zoom into it. It is unlawful for a person to use intimidation, physical force, harassment, or fraudulent legal process or official proceedings, or to threaten to do so where such threat is directed at inciting or producing imminent lawless action of a violent nature that could cause bodily harm and is likely to incite or produce such action or to attempt to do so with the intent to impede or obstruct a public official or employee from performing his or her official duties, impede or obstruct a juror or witnesses from performing his or her official duties in an official proceeding, influence, delay, or prevent the testimony of any person in a official proceeding. So, as we can see, intimidation could be seen, or harassment can be seen in what he was doing. Let's say that this dude is in West Virginia. Do you think, put it in the comments, do you think that what he was doing was harassment and intimidation? Because his intent is to file a lien against them. Well, that's what he put as his label for his post. But let's continue. Retaliation. It is unlawful for a person to cause injury or loss to person or property, or to threaten to do so where such threat is directed at inciting or producing imminent lawless action of a violent nature that could cause bodily harm and is likely to incite or produce such action or attempt to do so with the intent to retaliate against a public official or employee for the performance or non-performance of an official duty. Now, the other two is like the last one about witnesses or a juror. But as you can see, if you retaliate against an official, whether they're doing their job or not, then you're to blame too. You can't break the law in order to try to catch someone else breaking the law. Stop that retaliation thing. Look at the penalty. You guys need to see this, because people are getting this and y'all are leading them down the wrong road. Look, penalty. A person convicted of an offense under subsection B or C, that's retaliation and intimidation, of this section is guilty of a felony and shall be confined to a correctional facility not less than 1 year, no more than 10 years, fined not more than $2,000 or both. Now, the thing about that I really want you guys to understand is that often enough, someone will file more than one lien. And there's a lot of people out there in the community. All these gurus are getting people to file liens on people, and they're doing it as a collective. And guess what? All of them are going to jail. They're going to jail. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I have a series coming up pretty much explaining what I would do if I was either president, mayor, or governor. Tell me what you guys think about that. If you would like to listen to it, I'm planning to bring it out pretty soon. I just have to work on it. It's sort of like a little speech. Vote for me, okay? I'm going to go out there, guys. I'm looking for your votes. All right. Travel light.